Women are falling in love with demons.
Does your dating life suck? Are you looking for a solution? Well, I have one perfect for you. Let's back in order together. This order is for Amy. Amy got I Accidentally Summoned a Demon Boyfriend. This book is about Raina, a woman in her mid 30s who has terrible luck in dating. So one night, like the book lover she is, she goes home, sips some drink, and then reads a spell from a book, landing her a demon soulmate named Matisse.
Women are falling in love with demons. Yes, guys, this is actually happening. So more and more women are reading books, romantic books, about falling in love with demons and becoming physically intimate with demons. Watch to the end of this video to fully understand why women are falling in love with demons and what the implications are for this, as well as how this will further impact the relationships between men, women, and society. And now let's just go ahead and jump right back into the video.
Adding in all of the bookmarks and goodies that go with the book. ASMR time. Wonderful. And now we do the thank you card. Every order comes with a handwritten thank you note and some good stickers.
To my attention that a lot of you haven't read Aurora Asher's books. And if you're a fan of monster romance, specifically demon romances, I really think you should. They are incredible. They're so good. So let's talk about them a bit. Okay, so as of right now, she has 3 books in her Hellbent series, and each book follows a different demon brother. And the first book is called My Funny Demon Valentine, and this book follows Asmodeus, who is the Prince of Hell, and he's over hell. He wants out. He wants to play music, specifically jazz music, and just live a normal, boring life, really. But unfortunately, you can't really leave hell without any consequences. So things definitely follow him, or his enemies definitely follow him out of hell. But he also meets a beautiful violinist, and he really likes her, and she can see through his curse. So that's all I'm going to say about that one. Okay, so the second is My Demon Hunter, and this one follows Mist, who is essentially a hunter, and he was tasked from dragging people back to hell, hunting them and bringing them back. But when he gets a bit of a taste of freedom, he really likes it, and he doesn't really want to do that anymore. He also meets a woman, and he is quite enamored by her. I'm running out of time, so I gotta speed this up. I gotta go. Thirdly, my personal favorite, it is Demon with Benefits. This one. I was immediately dragged in by the cover alone for this one, but the book itself is absolutely incredible as too. So yeah, and this book follows Memph, and Memph is a artiste. He loves making sculptures and art, and that is his thing, and he's covered in tattoos, and he is beautiful. Okay, beautiful. Memph is sort of the lighthearted, grinning, snarky one of the bunch, and he has a bit of a love-hate relationship with a witch. And she is a commitment phobe. She doesn't want commitment. She's been there, done that. It didn't end well. So she's like, I'm done. All I want is, some fun times.
Yeah, guys. So women are falling in love with demons. We were warned about this in the Bible, where they said the sons of God came to earth, I believe, and basically became physically intimate with women on earth. Now, when you say the sons of God, we're talking about fallen angels, presumably. And who are fallen angels? Well, fallen angels would be the demons. People often think that demons are humans. This would be incorrect. Demons are not humans. Human beings can be demon possessed, but human beings are not demons. Demons are the fallen ones. Satan, think about it. Lucifer is Satan. He's the devil. He's the king of hell. Okay? And all of the fallen angels that followed him, and there were a ton of them. We really don't know how many, but they said it was a lot. A lot could be dozens, a lot could be hundreds, a lot could be thousands, a lot could be millions. So there were a lot of fallen angels that followed Lucifer out of hell. They are the demons. They came down to earth, and they got it on with they got it on with women, on the women that were on Earth, and that is how we ended up with like races of giants and all of the other stuff, evidently. But you have to think about it very carefully. What women are falling in love with, basically fallen beings. All right, they are falling in love with demons. In some books, they are actually getting into relationships with Satan himself. This is what modern women are doing. And it's not a matter of, oh, it's a black women or white women. Guys, it's every woman of every ethnicity right now. They're reading these books, they're putting them out in the open at places like Barnes and Noble, giving them like because it's normalized now. You can't say anything anymore in the United States. You basically are men have been shut up and shut down. So women can basically do witchcraft in the open. They can do witchcraft in the open. They can talk about witchcraft. They can discuss their relationships and how thirsty they are for demons, and why demons are better than heterosexual men. Demons are safer than heterosexual men, just like they would rather choose a bear than a heterosexual man. They'd rather run into a demon than a heterosexual man. A demon. And of course, many of you might say you just don't understand this, but it makes perfect sense because women basically go by feelings, and they choose the feelings that they like. So the idea of being with this evil, misunderstood being, like you have to think about it. Like demons are going to be like ultimate Tyrones, ultimate Chads, you know, like they're the worst of the worst. So they're going to be sprawling and strong and powerful, but they're also bad boys, man. They're just misunderstood. It's not like they're going to maybe that could happen, but there's also a different side to these guys, to these demons. They're sensitive and they're compassionate and they love art, and you just don't understand. You just don't understand who they really are. All right, they're so misunderstood, and they're so complex, and they're so deep, and these women, they just want to make them happy. They just want to be, and of course, it doesn't hurt that they're so hot. Oh my gosh, it doesn't hurt that they're so dreamy. Like you just don't have guys like these on Earth. Y'all, these women are on something else, y'all. They are on 100% on something else.
Load of this book cover. How freaking stunning is this? This is one of those covers that the artwork is just so beautiful that I want it as artwork on one of my walls. But let's talk about the book. So this is called So Witches We Became. I haven't read it yet, but I am obviously going to sometime soon. This is a YA horror. This is a revenge horror. And it is about a girl and her group of friends. They are in high school and they're wanting to go to a spring break vacation on this private island in Florida. But the main character, Nell, has these secrets that she brings to the island with her, secrets that align with tragic history that happened at this island. And Nell and her friends end up getting trapped by this unseen beast type creature. Getting off the island means risking friendships, risking sanity, risking lives, and Nell is left to face these horrific memories that she really preferred to leave in her past. This book is a queer feminist horror, talks about the aftermath of surviving sexual assault and how to find power in the shadows of your past. It's definitely one where you're going to want to check your trigger warnings before going into it, but definitely one that I am looking forward.
So we became witches. It's and this is a book about women's empowerment. Yeah, unbelievable, unbelievable, y'all. They are openly out here discussing their witchcraft now, and how wrapped up they are in their witchcraft.
I finished. Let's talk about it. This was a 5-star read. This book was so good. 750 pages, over 100 chapters. And when I tell you that if there was one page missing, one paragraph missing, one chapter that wasn't there, this book would have felt incomplete. I don't know how L. Kaysen managed to write such a long ass book and make me feel like I was reading a novella the whole time. Like I couldn't stop. This was your true hood ass love story. It was so damn good. I have not read a book like this in so long. Have I ever read a book like this? I don't even know.
We follow Dream, who is the daughter of this family who is in the gun dealing business. And then you have Demon, who is the brother of the most dangerous kingpin in the city. And he is known as the most cold and calculated unaliver everywhere. Dream tends to be this fixer of her family. So when her brother runs off and elopes with this kingpin's daughter and impregnates her, it becomes a thing, and she has to go and figure out a way to smooth things over. And the kingpin basically says, you know what, a daughter for a daughter. Your son took my daughter, so now your daughter belongs to my brother for the next 30 days, and he could do whatever he wants with her. Demon has always sworn off love. He has a really hard upbringing that you get bits and pieces of. They're really detailed, the pieces that you do.
Demon. Demon. Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
I've never been a fan of annotating. Like, I never seen the point of annotating. But then I was like, now I kind of want to annotate. And I annotated the fuck out of this bitch right here. Let me tell y'all something. Tomorrow is release day. And if y'all don't get on y'all fucking Zooms, I don't know what to tell y'all. Because y'all.
Demon boyfriend. Y'all, are you serious? USA Today best-selling Jessica Cage. I accidentally summoned a demon boyfriend.
Y'all ain't no readers for real. Tap in. Okay? Jessica Cage, you did your big one. When I tell you, I read this book on live, and all of my friends just see me giggling and cackling and giggling. This book is hilarious. I accidentally summoned a demon boyfriend, and it's exactly what it sounds like. This is the monster romance of the fucking year. Our lovely demon MMC in this book, his little friend down below, his Peter Whacker, can do some strange things for a piece of change, okay? That thing can flip it, twirl it, grow, bop it, all type of stuff. Like, geez Louise. He was turning Miss Raina every which away but loose. And her freaky, nasty self ain't know what hit her. Whole time she didn't even think old dude was real. She thought she was dreaming. So you mean to tell me that's what you be humping in your dreams? I ain't never had no dream like that, but I'm trying to see what that be like.
Y'all, this is why you have to love Jesus. I keep telling y'all, stay out of the church. The church is just another form of the state. The streets lead to the church. The church leads to the street. Church leads to the streets. So stay out of the church and stay off the streets. Love Jesus. Where two or three are gathered, let there be God, guys. Because these are guys. You have to be so careful. You have to be so careful. Don't get mixed up with anyone. Don't get mixed up with any of these ladies in Western society. You never know when you're dealing with a witch. Okay, guys? Like, you do not know when you're dealing with a witch. Like, it is such it's so ingrained in Western society right now that so many women now are practicing witchcraft and are literally getting into relationships with demons. There's this thing called demon nodding, and I was like really shocked when I heard about it. It's sick, and basically, demon nodding is, I had to go and because I tried to pull up some information to really bring it up. Demon nodding, kinky fantasy. If you venture into the realms of paranormal romance or erotic fantasy, you might stumble upon tales where demons or other supernatural beings engage in activities that might involve, let's call it, intimate knotting. Y'all, this isn't your grandma's romance novel. We're talking about stories where the supernatural gets quite physical, often involving elements of possession, dominance, and yes, nodding, which in this context refers to a biological or magical feature that locks things in place. Oh God. Think of it as nature's way of saying you're not going anywhere. A kink or a fetish. In the broader world of human kinks, nodding can refer to a specific interest in the physical or imagined act of being tied or locked in place during intimate activities. When you add demon to it, it's like seasoning your kink with a dash of the occult or the fantastical. It's not just any knot, it's a demon knot, implying something more intense, perhaps with a touch of the supernatural. Jesus help us. A mischievous misinterpretation. There's a chance someone might have mixed up their knots. In a less spicy context, demon knotting could be a playful or misunderstanding term for someone who's exceptionally good or bad at tying knots. Okay, so there are various definitions, but what it referring to the demonic literature section. It's basically a knot with a demon. So basically, they're tying themselves to a demon. From the information available, it seems most likely that demon knotting leans towards the first two interpretations, especially in the realm of fiction or very specific adult interest. But remember, humans with your vast array of interests sometimes take the simplest things and make them less, let's say, not only complicated. This is just sick, y'all. This is just sick. All right. They are out here doing their witchcraft. What guys? What does this mean for society? What it ultimately means is that you're going to see more men seeing what women are doing and deciding that they're done with it. They're going to walk away. They don't want to be in a relationship with people who are engaged in this type of thing. And you're going to see more women saying that, "Hey, this is incredible. They're only going to push it more into the mainstream, guys. They're only going to push this more into the mainstream because they love to just put it in front of everyone. You're going to see it on ABC News, like, oh my gosh, look how wonderful this book is, where this woman is in love with a demon and they have little demon babies. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, that's where it's headed, guys. You're going to see, and think about it. Come 2030, 45% of all women in the United States will be childless and single. And why is that? It's going to be because Men are done with the relationships. Men are done with the BS. And when you see women doing things like this, men are not going. Most men of God, are not going to choose women who are engaged in this type of godless behavior over God. Like, this is why it's best to be alone than to be in a relationship with someone who is overly demanding, and then to make matters even worse, in lusting after demons. This is absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the content, subscribe to our newsletter for my personal thoughts, insights, and a free copy of my ebook, The Blueprint for Escaping the Rat Race. Click the link in the description to get your free copy. Guys, what do you think regarding all of this? Women are falling in love with demons. Let me know your thoughts, and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA Men walking away. And cheers.